commit that turnover.
George crossing over, kind of putting on a clinic, then he steps back, and he scores over Barnes. Man, that just...
High percentage, he's doing it. He's shooting 40%. There's George out front. He drills his three and gets fouled. PG-13. The meter's still running. Houston leading by 8. Well, they're playing their game. This is their pace. They'll keep this up for the full 48 minutes. Paul George hit with the international ball, right? Not FIBA. You can't do that. OKC leading by a point. George against Tucker. Drew the foul. And one! Paul George.
Illegal, y'all. Hey, he went to his Karate Kid hole, man. Right this shit. Bullies his way in.
The floor. You know, Michael, what you don't like is the Thunder has as many turnovers, 16, as assists, but they've only given up 7 points off of them. What a move by George.
They shot there by Beal, his third make, 6 points with 4 rebounds. George will dance final seconds over Oubre.
Still in there right now. Ken Felton moved this team where they get high percentage moves. Going to get some help here from Paul George working against James. Good defense by LeBron. Throws it up. It's been that type of day.
Not finish. The rookie Jawan Evans out of Oklahoma State. Here's George. Will it count? Will it get? Yes, it will. He had it gathered.
Velosha throws it back out, reset to Paul George. Westbrook spreads the floor. George slaps away the hand of O'Neal and a whistle.
And Westbrook wants to push here. George dancing. That time he's able to drive.
For the rebound, Dennis Schroeder to forecourt. Stanley trying to overplay Paul George. George gets by him for a jam.
13 turnovers. Shumpert on George. And a foul.
Opportunity.
George in a mismatch will drive home Gobert. The help comes, and that'll be an and one.
Westbrook just 5 of 17 from the floor in this game. George sizing up Mitchell. He has 2 more.
Sizing up describes it.
The other part about Mitchell, too, for no animosity, no jealousy that form. That's usually a pitfall when a rookie is dominating the way that Mitchell had during parts of this season. George, he's got it.
The level at which he plays in terms of the activity level, he plays it no matter what the minute is, the point of Paul George.
It wound up in a kick-out 3 for Eric Gordon that fueled a 14-point run that turned the game around for Houston. George turning base,
Up that scoop layup, but the Knicks are in a transition period. Going with the youth movement as George has Cornette out of the perimeter, pulls up for the mid-range, and that is good. For
Run like that? No, absolutely not. Let him get a little bit below. Look, foul line down this guy. Who can stop this guy in the slip?
Paul George with a lot of sauce and sizzle on the money. Sixers back up by 2. George with the step-back 3. Got it!
Well, like we said.
In the Western Conference right now, boy, is it bunched up. 5.5 games separate teams 1 through 8. George with 2 to fire. Nice shot.
The Thunder last year averaging 28 per game. Portland swept the Thunder. In fact, as George nailed.
And just get drives to the bucket now.
George and Barnes. Paul George decides to do here. Wants the shot. Away.
Kirk has been much more effective on the glass, but unable to come up with that one. George pulls up from the elbow.
George the rebound. Conley front court. George fires up to 2.
Of his passes tonight have been absolutely beautiful.
Got to get stops.
Well, someone's got to help Joe.
Paul George, again the jumper.
It's a nice
net.
Too much dribbling.
I know when you played with Peja Stojakovic, he called that a Serbian layup from that distance.
Absolutely. Flamethrower right there.
Paul George.
So despite all these turnovers, Clippers playing them even in the third quarter. Grant. He's got so many tricks in his bag. Let it fly for two.
The clocks. George feeling it for three. Got it!
Change the game if that ball would have fallen the rim.
O'Neal picks up Paul George right to left, takes a deep three.
Defense, he's found a home there in San Antonio. Not like he didn't have one before, but he's playing so much better than he has.
There's George, 1-point lead for the Thunder. Just under 3 remaining in this first half. George picked up on a switch by Capella. Goes right at it and pops it. Paul George.
Threes in the quarter for the Cavs. 13 straight. George bounces off, got to the rim, and fit.
So versatile on the floor to be able to attack, especially when this Oklahoma City Thunder team is in the penalty.
George looking like those two clubs, well, the two franchises met on opening night 35 years ago, and I mentioned Jack Sikma with 32 points to lead the way.
Reverse pivot, Mars. Back Sigma.
George now played by Looney, got the shot and scores.
Perfect move. That's what you.
Right now he's on the Utah bench with 4 personal fouls.
Actually, I believe he has 5 personal fouls.
Beg your pardon, you are correct, sir.
And that's
Favors with 4.
That's going to keep him on the bench.
George to run it. And now
Point offensively.
Yeah, he averages 14 points a game, but he doesn't. He gets them on rolls, gets them on tip-ins, and doesn't want the ball in his hands. Just wants to go out and play.
And Paul George, carry those.
And Costa with 8 rebounds in limited minutes.
And 6 points. And there's Paul George.
And they've had a nice little stretch. Luke Walton crediting Randall, crediting Ingram running the point guard, and also Josh Hart, who makes another start here tonight and has a string of 3 straight double-doubles. Look. Entire brand. I think it's a fascinating conversation, and I think I think people in LA, if you're living here in LA, your expectations are that this franchise is going to be able to score.
Foul, offensive or a defensive foul. George working against Hart.
I'll tell you, Hart.
Over Hart. Yeah. Boy, great contest, but a better shot.
tested 3.
It's good defense by Steven Adams. He had to come out there and challenge that shot by Bradley Beal.
George crosses over and then steps back, scores over.
Primary ball handler with this unit on the floor here for the Wizards.
Again, positionless teams, especially Oklahoma City, with the drive.
A half out of the 3rd spot by catching Cleveland, but what Scott Brooks told us, well, we're only 2 games from being in the 9th spot and out of the playoffs. But with the makeup of their team, I thought they would be a top 3 team that play consistent.
Got Wade down inside with Anthony fronting him, and he wants Roberson to go up and play high-low. George with the pull-up over Crowder. Man, he's got enough to feed the need.
A couple of times they've had guys with their heads down pounding the basketball. It's like, wait a minute, do they know? But there's an internal clock, isn't there?
No, absolutely. You know, he's got one going right here, Paul George.
He sure does. PG-13. Boy, taking his man off. Robertson.
Drop off Robinson. He's not looking to shoot. Jack doing a good job dropping off of him.
And George floats it up and in. OKC is Grant. Throws it up top to George. George drives on Covington, gets inside and finishes.
Ravion Graham shading Paul George. Doing his best. And a chance for a 3-point play.
You surround yourself with Ingles, Rubio, and Mitchell.
There's Paul George. Spinning, hanging, jumper good.